how do you get in front of people? Like, how do you prospect for people that are like, man, how do I get in front of people? I mean, obviously warm market's a great place to start, but when you're getting people out of debt, give us some ideas of some of the things you've done over time to do that.
So one of the biggest things that I've done is because Symmetry Financial Group has concentrated on mortgage protection, every last one of those people have debt. When you think about how many households are in debt, over 119 million families across the country right now are in debt. And 7 out of 10 of those have two incomes. So when you think about getting somebody out of debt, if something happens to one of those people and there's no debt, the
Yes.
ability for them to stay in their home is exponential.
Yep.
And that's what I look forward to, right? Like, how do I keep people in their homes?
Hey, welcome back to another interview. Today's interview is with my buddy out of Michigan, Mr. Scott W. Peterson. Scott, say hello, man.
Hey, Cody, how you doing today?
I am great, brother. Appreciate you being on. Dude, you've done some special stuff, and we're going to kind of talk about you and your story. One of the things that you do that a lot of people don't do is you help consumers and agents with getting out of debt by utilizing life insurance, right? Which I know we're going to talk a little bit about today. You even did a training video on that. If anybody has questions or wants to learn more from Scott, he did a training video. I think you helped 140 families with get out of debt using life insurance, and you wrote around 300,000 in premium to do that. He did a training video on that. You can click the link in the description below to get access to that should you want to ever watch that, right? Okay, totally optional. Before we jump into some of the things you're doing and how you helped a lot of people get out of debt, which is a cool topic. What's your career been like? How long you been in it? What's it been like? Where'd you start? Whatever you're cool sharing with your story.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's I was in retail management for 20 years.
Wow.
My last retail management position was AT&T, and I was a store manager. We grew that from 3 employees to 8 employees. We actually won the customer service award out of 260 stores my last quarter there. But as we all know, customer service does not save your job. Even though the vice president of the entire Midwest region said that he'd never received more complimentary emails than any other store, money talks. And so I was making more money than everybody else, and they laid me off. Well, I'm an avid Christian, and I prayed and I said, God, listen, I don't want inventory, I don't want quotas, I just want to help people for a living. Yep. And inside of 30 days, I had my insurance license. Wow. And so I got my start doing retirement for teachers. I pretty much got, they put me in a helicopter with a knife and a match and a parachute, and they showed me the forest and they shoved me out and they said, okay, you're on your own. And for 11 straight years, I had to figure it out. And so I did. I helped a ton of teachers be able to protect their retirement. And then all of a sudden, my wife got diagnosed with MS. And so she went on disability, but she had all of our life insurance, all of our work insurance through the hospital where she worked. And so once she went back to work, she was back to work for at least a month. We refinanced our house, and then all of a sudden she started missing a day a week, and then 2 days a week, and then she missed a full week, and they threw her back on disability. Well, she looked at me and she said, hey, listen, there's no way I can go back. And they told her, if you can't go back, you're going to have to lose your job. And she said, when I lose my job, and something happens to you, I'm going to lose everything. So I started trying to get insurance. Well, the problem is I take a Parkinson's medicine for my restless legs. And so I was getting denied for insurance everywhere. Well, as I mentioned, we refinanced the house, and anybody that's got a new mortgage knows that they get all these letters in the mail. And and they'd come incessantly. Well, finally, because I hadn't been able to get insurance, I filled one out and said, maybe this is different. And the lady calls me and comes out to the house, and she says, I think I can get you approved with standard rates. And I said, well, if you can do that, then I want to come and do this business.
Mm.
Because if you can help me and I couldn't help me, then there's a whole lot more people I can help. So I did. And so within 30 days, was approved for the life insurance. I was contracted with Symmetry Financial Group. And inside of about 9 months, this program was introduced to our company. And I grabbed it by the horns and I ran with it. And so within the last 3 years, I helped over 140 families be on track to be out of debt in less than 10 years without spending any more than they're spending now. And they're also protected with this life insurance that they're using to do it. And
Wow.
so that's how I got here. And then when I told my wife that I got approved for the life insurance and I got contracted with a company that's going to change our lives, you could visibly see the stress fall from her face. And as a man, and being a husband, that anytime you can remove stress from your wife's body, you're now a hero.
Yes. 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 That's right, man. Dude, that's cool. What a journey. Appreciate you sharing that. As you look back, what has been the coolest part over these last 3 years of helping people get out of debt that if you've learned that you can share with other agents and they can learn from you?
Well, the biggest thing is that you have to do it for the client, not the commission.
It's good.
Right? Because if you're in it for the commission, every last person will smell that commission breath all over you. And if you're not in it for them and you're only in it for you, then get out of insurance, because insurance inherently is the most selfless thing that you can do for your family.
Yes.
Well, this program allows all of the worlds, right? You can do it for yourself, you do it for your family, and you do it for the people that you're leaving behind once you're gone. And so, as an agent, if we're not looking at the entire financial puzzle to ensure that we're hitting all the holes and making sure that that client has the most complete plan possible, then you're in it for the wrong reason.
Yes. So good, man. And obviously you're in it for the right reasons. Why life insurance where you get people out of debt? Well, why is that such a key core component that you relate to and that you're excited about and that you're good at and that you really enjoy?
Well, insurance itself, when my dad died several years ago, he died without insurance, and I was forced to let him lay on the ground while I borrowed the money to have them come and pick him up. And that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. So understanding that insurance is such an important part of our lives, and people don't even realize how important it is, it really boils down to what we do matters. And so there are too many people, and especially in the last 2.5 years, that have had to get GoFundMe accounts or had to let their family go somewhere that they didn't have the money to go. Right. And so when, as an agent, making sure that every person I come in contact with has an opportunity to have the best case scenario in the worst time possible is so important. And I love the fact that the life insurance part of getting people out of the debt is always going to be more than the amount of debt they have. So no matter what happens, whether they get out of debt and get to enjoy it after 10 years, or they pass away and their family gets to enjoy that, even when they've lost their loved one, everything we do matters.
Yes, it does matter so much, man. How do you get in front of people? Like, how do you prospect for people that are like, man, how do I get in front of people? I mean, obviously warm market's a great place to start, but when you're getting people out of debt, give us some ideas of some of the things you've done over time to do that.
So one of the biggest things that I've done is, because Symmetry Financial Group has concentrated on mortgage protection, every last one of those people have debt. So when you think about how many households are in debt, over 119 million families across the country right now are in debt.
Wow.
And 7 out of 10 of those have 2 incomes. So when you think about getting somebody out of debt, if something happens to one of those people and there's no debt, the ability for them to stay in their home is exponential.
Yep.
And that's what I look forward to, right? Like, how do I keep people in their homes? How do I keep people from having to move in with family? How do I get people to have to keep from spreading their children out from family members because they can't all go one place?
That's right.
So that's what I look at my mortgage protection. And I even look at my business partners, right? Because I can not only just get regular families out of debt, but what about people that have businesses that have high overhead? I can also get businesses 100% out of debt and increase their cash flow, give them the ability to have the assets that they need to run their business while they have the money earning interest.
Crazy.
So there's so many cool things about the program that it's not just the regular consumer, but it's business owners too.
Yeah. What advice would you give to an agent that's considering adding that to their portfolio and helping clients with that? Or maybe they can relate to that, or they love that concept or whatever. What advice would you give to those that are considering that?
I would say the first thing you do is get in touch with an expert and partner up. These cases take a little bit longer to close, so they're not something that you're going to come in and get rich on like right out of the bat. Yep. So it's better to hit your wagon with somebody that knows what they're doing, is already paying for the software, already certified in the program, and work with them, take the splits and learn as you go. Then when you're ready, then jump in, go get certified and pay for the software.
Yes. I love it. If they want to learn more from you, obviously they can click the link below. They can go watch your training video on, what you do and how you've helped 140 families with it. But if they want to reach out to you specifically with a question or whatever, is there a site or an email or a social media or something you want to share for somebody that wants to kind of look you up and learn more from you?
So you can go to my swp-financial.com, or you can call me directly at 313-676-0333. Call or text. It's the best way. I'm the easiest person on the planet to get a hold of. And as long as you call or text me, you're going to get me directly.
Boom. I love it, dude. Thank you for sharing your story and your expertise, and keep rocking and helping families today. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Cody, you're awesome. I really do appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Let Scott know in comments below how he's doing. And thank you for hanging out with us on another interview. See you soon.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
Hey, I'm back with another interview, man. Special guest today, a tech wizard today. Okay. My buddy, Mr. Corey Bell from Lead to Client CRM. What's up, Corey?
How you doing, Cody? I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, man. I'm doing awesome, brother. Appreciate you asking. So I would love for them, because you've got